Hey, this is Justin from breakintocre.com, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how to maximize your exit opportunities after your first commercial real estate role. So if you're in the first few years of your commercial real estate career and want to make sure that you're well positioned to land the job you want next, make sure to stick around for this video. Now, if you're new here, on this channel we talk about real estate investing careers and real estate financial analysis. So if you're looking to break into the industry or advance your real estate investing career, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, when I was first starting out in commercial real estate, I always wanted to keep my options open, especially when I didn't really know what I wanted to do in the business. And what I realized through communicating with many of my students is that many of you guys are really focused on what your exit opportunities are going to be and how to maximize those exit opportunities. So what I wanted to do today was to create a video that really covers three main things that you can do in your first or second commercial real estate role to maximize your exit opportunities once you decide to take that next step. Now, if you do these three things well, you'll be able to position yourself extremely well to be able to land the next job you want. So let's start with the first and probably most obvious thing that you can do, and that is network as much as you can, but with the right people. So join organizations like ULI and other product type specific organizations specific to the kind of product type that you want to work in. So if you want to work in multifamily, get involved with NMHC. If you want to work in retail, get involved with ICSC. And if you want to work in office and industrial, NAIOP is a great choice for you. But make sure that you're building relationships with the main players and people that are working at the companies that you may want to work for. You're much more likely to land a role at one of your top companies if you know one, two, or three people there, and they know you well, they know your personality well, and they know something about your current skill set and that you can add value from day one on the job. And with this networking process, I'd also recommend some informational interviewing, especially with people who are further along in the business than you. Ask about what you can do and how you can position yourself to get to the place that they are today. Now, outside of networking, the second thing that you can do is get really sharp on your technical skills. Now, some companies have great training programs where you're going to learn a lot on the job. But if that's not the case and you're in a role where maybe you're just plugging numbers and assumptions into an already pre-built model, one of the biggest things that you can do is beef up your technical skill set and know real estate finance and real estate financial modeling like the back of your hand. I say it all the time on this channel, but if you want to get to that next step and you really want to land the job at the firm that you want, knowing real estate finance and real estate financial modeling, especially early on in your career, is going to be the most valuable thing that you can add to the company that you're targeting. Now, speaking of targeting, I'd also recommend being really targeted with what kind of skill sets that you learn. So if you know you want to work in multifamily, you might not want to take the time to learn Argus or get Argus certified. And the same is true for the reverse. If you do want to work in acquisitions in office, retail, or industrial, knowing Argus can give you a huge leg up on your competition. So you may want to take the time and spend the money while you're working and making money to get a certification or find a way to learn the softwares and modeling skills that you need. Now, number three is probably the biggest one here, and I don't think it's talked about enough in career advice in general, and that is to get your hands dirty and actually do meaningful things in your role. So even if you're just out of college and you're 22, 23, 24 years old, and you might not feel like you know all that much, do things that are difficult and out of your comfort zone. When you actually go into interviews, employers are going to want to know that you've done something, that you've moved the needle in some way, and that you haven't just done the things that you were told to do. So maybe this means that you worked closely with one of your principals to actually close a deal. And you can actually talk through that process and how you took that deal from start to finish. Or maybe it's something Excel-based. So maybe you created asset management models for the firm's entire portfolio. Or maybe you created an investor dashboard that shows investor returns for each and every one of your properties and did that on your own volition without being told to do so. Things like that will tell an employer that A, you know what you're doing, B, you take initiative, and C, you're a hard worker and you're invested in the success of the company that you're working with. So yes, it can be tempting to sit back and do the things that you're comfortable with, but especially in the first few years of your career, when most people don't expect you to know too much anyway, make sure to get your hands dirty, do hard things, and do things that you might not know how to do, but that are going to teach you and set you up for the role that you're looking for. So I always talk about the importance of technical skills on this channel, And speaking of number 2, I don't want to leave you hanging. If you do want to go all in and really take the time to learn real estate finance and financial modeling to set you up for that next role, make sure to check out Break Into CRD Academy. That's going to give you access to real estate financial modeling and deal analysis courses and really teach you the things that you need to know to set you up from a technical perspective to land that next job. So I hope that was helpful. If you like this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure to let me know by hitting the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.